Alright, Schlockmeisters fans, we're going to watch something from Blue Underground tonight. This one is called The Killing Hour. Haven't seen it in many, many years. Let's check it out. Our movie starts with a handcuffed woman, dead woman, being fished out of the river. Cut away to some guy in a swimming pool, and out go the lights. As he swims over to the side of the pool, somebody grabs him, pulls him underneath, handcuffs him. Actually, feet cuffs him. And he drowns. Cut away to a city worker in a manhole. They clearly have a serial killer using handcuffs to kill people.
Can you hear me?
Cops.
No MO for the press until we clean it up. I want no labels on them like the handcuffed killer. If we got another Strangler or Son of Sam, we grab him first, then give him to the show.
It's Perry King on the right. He plays Paul McCormick,
really biting my ass.
TV reporter.
The guy needs talent. I mean, what can I say?
And Detective Larry Weeks on the left.
That's good, Weeks. That's great. I'm impressed.
You don't sleep. You
That's
won't
Muriel.
call. You just quit your job. Is everything all right?
And that is Verna, played by Elizabeth Kemp.
Let's just drop it, okay?
She's a clairvoyant who draws.
Okay.
She gets visions and dreams of people.
Read the description yourself.
They end up being killed shortly after.
She's the same girl you drew, isn't she?
She draws these visions, these people she sees too.
A pair of handcuffs around the wrist of the man he electrocuted. That's not in this format. And the ankle of another man he drowned.
Paul got this information from the police, but he wasn't supposed to reveal it.
You understand?
We got some sort of deal going down here. Exchange of money, some handcuffs. That guy looks like a thug. Could this be our killer?
Fast, Rich,
The
fast.
chief is mad that the handcuff deal got out.
Be prepared to face a mile of blind leads and every fucking nut in the city who turns himself in.
McCormick thinks he can work together with the detective.
Bullshit reporter. But if we're careful, smart, we can come up with this handcuff killer. You get credit for the arrest, I make a run for the majors.
You've seen my work, Mac.
Hello?
Is the killer calling Paul live on his show?
I know what I have to do. And if you're not careful, you and I will do more than talk.
Verna's having a dream.
These look like bedposts.
She turns her drawings over to
After
the
she was
cops.
killed, she was put in a river. Now she offered her hand, smiling. It's like a pull from outside myself.
So we learn she's a clairvoyant.
With Elizabeth. I see the street sign. It's Holloway. You don't have to be a visionary, Mac, to recognize a hype.
He wants her to be on the show. Drawing.
Very exciting.
You don't give up. Or else become a famous corpse.
She eventually agrees after he says, I'll protect you, so come on the show. This is a guy, and we see shadows there, he gets beat up. Now this is the guy who actually called the show in and made that threat to Paul. He's also the guy who was selling those handcuffs at the beginning, so clearly he's not our killer, because he's about to get crushed by the elevator. Now that guy he was selling those cuffs to is this thug. Clearly he was hired to beat up Paul. Perhaps kill him, I don't know, but he's going to get away.
I'd like to tell
Now we thought there was a romance brewing between Paul and Verna, but now it looks like it's going to be Detective Weeks and Verna.
Well, I'd like to leave a message then. That's okay.
So what was going on with that one thug? We're never going to find out because he's going to get shot and killed before we found out anything about him. Cut to a comic club, and there's the late, great Dennis Wolfberg.
Well, kids are merciless. They used to call it Earth, Wind, and Fire.
She gets a threatening phone call saying that her roommate Muriel has been kidnapped.
If you're not here in 2 minutes, you'll find her crushed under the wheels of the truck.
She goes out and almost gets killed. Muriel was saved, but this lady isn't. While this is going on, we also see the television program. That woman in the car, someone drives her, or sets her up to drive herself right off into the water.
It's safe there. I know she can stay with you. At least I'll know where she is.
Kind of got a love triangle going here.
But I want you to stay away.
Verna turns over a bunch of new photos to the police.
Didn't fit anywhere.
We have a woman being tied up again. Next thing you know, there's 2 people attacking her. Hey, that's Perry King! And it's not just Perry King, it's not just one other person, it's several people involved in this handcuff rape thing. Now, is this one of Verna's dreams again? Verna, remember, is staying with Perry King, Paul. She realizes now that he's a bad guy, so she locks him in. She's trying to escape. Meanwhile, Paul went out a window. Paul jumped on top of Verna on the roof, choked her, and then Weeks shows up, and they fight. In the course of their fighting, over the side, at this point, Paul says, "Let me go." What's Weeks gonna do? He lets him go. He goes to check on Verna, thought she may have been dead. But she's not.
Hi, it's Weeks. It's me, it's Weeks. It's all right.
That's our movie. All right, let's talk about The Killing Hour. It's a movie that I had taped. I think I rented this and copied this back in the late 80s on a VHS tape. And I think I watched it one time, maybe in the mid-90s. And that's it. Couldn't remember anything about it either until today when I watched it again. Again, nothing rang a bell with me. It actually came out in 1982, this movie. It's a horror thriller, I guess you could say. Original title was called The Clairvoyant, but apparently they didn't think that title, anybody knew what the word clairvoyant meant, so they changed it to The Killing Hour. I think Clairvoyant's a much better title. But anyway, what we have here is, it's kind of like a take on the Son of Sam killings, I guess, except in this case we have a guy in New York City who's killing people after handcuffing them, and we have dubbed him the Handcuff Killer. He handcuffs women, actually handcuffs men too, and just kills them. Now we have this woman, played by Elizabeth Kemp, she plays Verna. She is a clairvoyant, and she's also like a sketch artist, not for the police, but she like sketches nudes and other things as well. And she has been like dreaming of these women or people being killed, and she ends up sketching them. In other words, like the box says, or poster says, if she sees you, you die. So she sees these people in her dreams. Next thing you know, they show up on the news the next day dead. Another victim of the handcuff killer. So she ends up taking up with this reporter played by Perry King. She also has an interest from the local police guy, one of the detectives who's investigating this. It almost becomes like a love triangle between the three of them. She's dating both of them, kind of. As it turns out in the end, Perry King, who is a local TV reporter, he is actually the handcuff killer, and he is over at her house, and she realizes it when she sees him clearly, like in this dream. I think it was a dream anyway, and so she locks him in a room, tries to escape. He escapes out of there, chases her down, and they end up on the roof. And then, of course, the cop shows up, tosses him over the side, and that's the end of our killer, the end of our movie. There you go. The movie itself, actually, it's not bad. It's put out by Blue Underground, this DVD here. In fact, you can get this really, really cheap. I think I paid about $5 for it, and there was a bunch of them on eBay for about the same price, $5 to $7 in that range. Pretty good for a Blue Underground disc. Quality is great. A lot of cool extras on here. There's a lot of deleted scenes. There's some audio commentary, and the trailer, of course, as well. So, again, original title was called The Clairvoyant. So, it's a decent movie, and I recommend it. So, check it out. This movie has actually it has several nude scenes in it as well. Not like a foreign titty movie or something like that, but it's got several topless scenes, including some full frontal nudity as well, including male and female full frontal nudity. So this has it all, right? So anyway, check it out. It's called The Killing Hour. Let me know what you think about it. Leave some comments down below. The Killing Hour. Watch it. Bye.